All right, we're about to get started right now. I got my Instagram going. Um, yep. Let me make sure. Let me just fix them up right before we start it in one more minute. Here we go. Getting our Instagram peeps together. Make sure they don't miss out. Cool. All right, they look good to go. Got YouTube good to go. All right. Hey everyone, Robert Silver here, and today I'm gonna do something a little different, and it's kind of a two-part situation that I got going on. First, I want to say thank you for helping me get to 2,500 subscribers. I wish I could do so many more videos per week, and but by the grace of God, I have clients, and that keeps me so busy. I wish I had time to do more videos. If there are topics or kind of videos you wish me to bring more to you, feel free to let me know. Post your comments down below. Today I'm gonna be editing videos. Excuse me, editing photos live, and and what I want to do is also introduce something that I released and recently. So one thing is, let me switch on over here. There we go. So as you can see, I so one. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Someone's sitting here texting me, and it is absolutely annoying. Uh, Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in on Instagram. Those who are on Instagram right now, if you head on over to my YouTube channel, all you got to do is click the link down below. Excuse me, in my bio, and click on my YouTube link, and then you can watch what I'm going to be editing live on YouTube because I'm streaming on YouTube right now as well. If not, you can feel free to just post a comment, give me a thumbs up or a heart or whatever it is that they got going right now. And of course, I'll be more than glad to answer any questions about photo editing or how I process my photos, uh, later on in this video. Okay. Right now, as you can see, those over in YouTube land can see that I have a cover up, and it's my first preset collection. It's called Fashion Photography Volume 1 or Fashion Presets. And I've had that probably for about 2 weeks now. And quite honestly, I'm very proud of it. It took me about 2 months of really concentrating on certain styles of editing and application of Lightroom settings that I personally would use for for my fashion photography photos. So these are really geared toward fashion photography portraits. Now you can totally use these presets for whatever it is you feel like using. And after I started using these presets, let me switch back to my ugly mug here. After I created these presets, I realized how useful using presets are like really, really useful. Because until I started to make them, for hopefully for you folks to enjoy, I didn't really use presets, but I did find myself going to similar settings. What presets, the first obvious thing it's helped me do is to get right to it, meaning I know I have a base set of presets I tend to like to use or at least start with, and now with a click of a button, I'm already there. So, with that said, I know I'm not the first one to invent this wheel. Like everybody, there's a lot of photographers out there that do presets. I'm not the first one. I get it. But these are literally the style in which that I use to edit my photos. So if you check me out on Instagram at Robert Silver Photography, which you can right here, you can just scroll through my page and you can easily see that a lot of photos that I process are mainly through like 80-90% of it is through Lightroom, and I only do maybe 5-10% processing in Photoshop. So anyway, with that said, I use a lot of my keyboard and shortcuts, etc. And then once in a while, I'll pull this bad boy out for some heavy lifting, which is the Intuit small tablet. It's Wacom's Intuit small tablet. And you can see, I'm not sure if you can see, but man, I've worn this thing out so much. But I love it. It's about the size of like a 13-inch laptop. Fits into all your laptop bags, and it goes with me everywhere I travel. I love this. So that's what I use for my beauty and fashion photography retouching. But most of the time, I do it just right off the keyboard and using a mouse, and that's what you see a lot on Instagram. So, anyway, for those who are on... Wait. Let me just give 1 second here. I got one more. Okay. I just want to double check something, folks. Make sure... Awesome. There is something. Waiting for around 5 p.m. Just want to make sure we're good to go on. If you folks can do me a favor, there on Instagram, can you just go click on my YouTube link and make sure that I'm streaming good to go on YouTube. I just want to make sure that this is looking righteous. It's telling me I'm doing good, but at the same time, I just want to make sure that, post a comment. If you are on YouTube right now with me, post a comment down below. How's my audio as well as how is my video feed? Right now, I'm actually streaming live using my Lumix S5. And on my end, it looks pretty darn good. Okay. Cool. Yeah. It says everything is strong. Everything is good. And... yeah, so far so good. I don't know why on my tablet here it looks like as if it's not live. So I guess that's why I'm asking. So, okay. Give me a second, folks. I'm sorry. Just want to make sure we're good. Okay, cool. We are good. Whew. Oh, okay. The voice is not syncing. Okay, I really appreciate you letting me know about the voice. It might be the latency. It says the connection is excellent connection, and the stream health is healthy, and nothing is wrong. I'm not 100% why. I'm using low latency, and I have the mic. I'm using a pretty good mic, and it's hooked directly into the computer via USB. But I appreciate your comment. So just keep me posted. I really appreciate it nonetheless. All right. So let's get right to it. As I was saying, here is my preset collection. You can totally find this out if you just head on over to my website. Let's go on over here. Boom. You just go. All you got to do is go to my website, as you can see right here, and this is the top of the page. Scroll down a little bit, and then you can see right here it says store, or you could click on the top where it says store. It'll take you to another website, Robert Silver Store. And this is where you can check out my presets for yourself. And right now, I'm obviously, as you saw, is offering them at 25% off. And it's 12 presets, and you can see some before and afters. Like here's the before, and there's the after. So it's pretty dramatic difference depending on, and that's the vintage. And then here's my chromatic crush. That is not edited at all. And then here you go, edited with the chromatic crush. And then you can see right here is Gotham Cool preset. Okay, and here we go, another fashion vignette preset. And then matte Renaissance right here. So these are just a couple. So again, you just need to go to my website and then press that store button, and it'll take you right to it. Okay, so let's go on back. Now, here are some photos right now. Whoops, my computer, of course, is now wants to do a little pinwheel thing here. What? No. There we go. So here are some photos right now that I edited using my presets. This one was with vintage, and oh wait, now I'm having something with. Okay, let me check it out. YouTube is not receiving. Blah 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 blah. Oh. There we go. Okay. So here are a couple of photos that will be playing, and these were all edited using just Lightroom, my Lightroom presets, and with that said, there was no Photoshop retouching done or anything like that. I just wanted to show you what I was doing with, or like what were the results of the photos. This was color pop right here, and this one that has a nice deep contrast. I like that one. That's the Gotham Cool preset right there. And again, it helps me get right to it. This is the matte Renaissance, but with a studio portrait. And of course, it helps to have good models to start with, but at the same time, it helped me process these photos real quick and get right to it and give something unique to the models, and therefore I can get to the next project as soon as I can, and then I'm done. Okay, it really helped me to increase, this is color pop right here, to increase the speed of my workflow, and that's what I really liked about it. So now let's get to it. Now I want to let me know about the voice syncing. By the way, someone was talking about. Now let's get to the to the meat and potato of things, which is me editing live. So let's get to transition here. And now let's go to Lightroom. Okay, so here are our photos. Let's press G. There we go. So here's Nidhi here, and she's a model with MDT Agency over in San Francisco, and she's a phenomenal model, quite honestly. She's super awesome, and I only brought 2 lenses for these. I used the Lumix S5 as a camera, and then I took the Sigma 24-70 f2.8, and then the Sigma 85 f1.4 DGDN lens. So they're both art lenses, both fantastic lenses, and that's what I decided to bring. I didn't want to bring anything else. Sometimes, like if I'm only going to bring 2 lenses for a portrait shoot, those 2 would be a fantastic go-to, quite honestly. Great. You know, I get the wide, the medium, and I can get super close up with the 85 and blow out the background very easily. So these were all shot natural light. Let's make it a little bit bigger for you. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Cool. Okay. So these are all natural light. None of these have been edited yet, as you can see. Hey, everybody on Instagram, thanks for tuning in. There we go. So these are all natural light. I've already favored the images that she chose for her portfolio and for her website. And that's what we're going to end up editing today. Okay. So, again, as I'm going through these and editing them, feel free to post any comments. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, whatnot, let me know down below. Okay. So, I'm going to press red because I already selected her faves. And there we go. So, these are the ones we're going to edit today. Okay. There you go. So I'm just letting people, I'm just typing right now, post your questions in the chat room. Cool. All right. So let's start with this one. Cool. Let's press D, get into our develop module here. All right. So you can see here, I captured this photo with the 85 1.4 lens. And hey, everybody, thanks for checking in. And I really like this composition here. It came out pretty good. Look at that. Ooh, nice and sharp. So this is the 85-1.4 DGDN art lens from Sigma. And let's go through. So you can see right here on the left-hand side in my preset window, I have my fashion photography presets already pulled up. So in my package, I have 12 of them. So you can see like this. What let's start off with that's the simple and clean one. I like crispy clean just because it's very simple. If you look at it, it's just very, it gets you right to, there's the before, there's the after. You can see it just basically does a nice brightening up, touches up the saturation and vibrance. It's a very simple, and I call it the simple and clean preset. If you just want simple and clean, crispy clean is going to give you that. And you can see the big difference, just one click of a button. Now, as with all presets, it's not the end all to be all. I always like touching it up a little bit, seeing where I can go with it. As you can see, I lowered the shadow. Let me see if I want to add a little, just a touch of contrast, something like that. And then you can see the big difference already, and it was only maybe 30 seconds that I started doing this. So that's why I started to really enjoy using presets, or at least my own, because I have a set of them. So there you go. And you can see I already have the presets already put in. I did the radius. If you want to adjust the mask, you can. You know, it's totally up to you how you want to readjust it. Again, these are just starting points. You can totally adjust the colors and the hues and the luminance and saturation of each of the color tones. But I'm just showing you what you could do really quick on the fly. No, I want to keep that. Okay, that's pretty good. Cool so far. And I always check in for the skin, because when you add clarity or haze, it can get really, really wonky. Like, see, that's way, 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 way too much. And it makes her skin look bad. So 20. A dab will do with clarity and dehaze, as well as texture. Like, I like adding a little pop of sharpness, but look what happens when you add a lot. It brings out a lot of imperfections. So this is like 5 for me is good, and I rarely go to 10, quite honestly. So there you go. You can see right there how fast I was able to complete that photo. And hold on. Let me just get a little boost of this here. There we go. Cool. Now, and that's with crispy clean. If I want to, let's choose. This is a cool little vintage. This is actually the preset I used to edit the thumbnail for this live video. So now I'm going to go to basic. I want a little bit more. There we go. That's cool. Maybe a little bit more black. Nice. I like that. Let me see where the vignette is. That's cool. Let's do it like that. And anybody on Instagram, if you want to see exactly what I'm editing, all you got to do is click the link in my bio and press YouTube, and then you can see immediately the live stream that I have going on right now. So just in case you want to be nosy and curious, and I always implore people to be nosy and curious. Cool. Let's look at the color grading a little bit. Let's do that. Nice. Cool. So you can see immediately a nice little difference. Now this one has I wanted to go, obviously this one's called vintage, so it gives me a little different tone to it. I dig it. I actually like this. That's why I chose to use it in the first place. And then again, whoop. And if you feel like we need a little something somewhere else, this one has 15% saturation. So watch out, because the biggest difference between matter of fact, let me go back to there we go. Boom. And tether. I do want to let you know that as you're a little tip here, the biggest difference between the vibrance slider and the saturation slider is that saturation boosts up all the colors in the frame of the photo, and vibrance prioritizes colors that are not the skin tone in that skin tone range. I know I'm not saying it exactly perfect, but basically that's what it does. So if you want to boost up the colors in the photo, let's say they're in a garden, but you want to safeguard the skin tone from getting overexposed, use vibrance first. That's why my vibrance is always 2, 3, 4 times more applied than saturation. And saturation, again, I go with the saying, a dab will do. I always go just a little bit and just push it and push it, just tap it and see how much I like. Because saturation is where most commonly beginning photo editors go overboard, and then the skin tones of their portraits look really, really bad, and it really shows that they just started to learn photo editing. So again, if you just want to boost up the colors and protect the color tones of the skin, use vibrance over saturation. If now that's not always the answer to every situation, but it's a very good mindset to keep when you're adjusting those two sliders. All right, let's get back into it. Okay, boom, boom. All right. Okay, so we have that one. Now let's go to the next photo. Okay. Next photo is a nice, beautiful headshot. Whoop. What am I doing here? Go. Okay. It's actually, look at that. Wow, that's pretty sharp. I really like, wow, that's a good one. Um, so what I normally do is I go through, do my basic settings, or in this case, apply my presets, and then I go back and blemish removal and everything else. So let's choose a different one. That's pretty. Ooh, look at that. So this one's pop culture. Let's see what we could do with this one. Now you can see when I boosted up the saturation, what it does to her skin tone, because she's a brown woman. It's going to bring up the reds and the oranges really quick. So if I just pull it back, now look at it. I went from 20 to 8, and look at the big difference. The color is still pop of color because of the vibrance is up, but her skin tone is protected. Forgot where it was at. Oh, there we go. So let's put this back to 8. Here we go. Let me just see some cool. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Look at that. Here's the before. Here's the after. Big difference already. See what a preset does? It gets me right in the action as quick as possible. You can't see anything. I know, because you're on my Instagram. Click the link in my bio for my YouTube channel. I am live right now on YouTube. I also want to give you folks at home on Instagram world a little something something, at least hear what I'm doing, but feel free to click that link in my bio and press YouTube, and you can laugh along and watch along with me too, okay? But I appreciate you checking in and sending me all these laughing emojis, okay? Um, I appreciate it. Cool. Oh, this is a beautiful photo. This is nice. But you know what? On Instagram, you folks will be seeing the photos that I'm editing right now on my feed. So stay tuned. Okay, you'll see the end result. I'll post a before and after photo of what I was able to edit using my presets. If you want to check out my presets, here's a little shameless plug. Click the link in the bio and press presets, okay? Okay, so these are coming out really nice. I just want to I see some fringing situation. I want to fix that. Where the heck is it? There we go. There we go. Yeah. Cool. Look at this photo. I'm definitely loving the photo. I like that. Let's look at the before, and now look at the after. This one is color pop, so you can see why. Well, I made this preset specifically because a lot of people enjoy how my photos seem to just pop, full of color, full of life, and it's very vibrant. And I try to do that. As a matter of fact, I do it on purpose, but I enjoy the fact that other people enjoy it. So I made this preset called pop culture, because I want to give you folks access to the style that I like often use and get compliments for. And thanks for checking in. Yes, absolutely. Go to that. Click that link, please. All right. So now let's go to the next photo. All right. Now, see, we have a lot of backlight in this photo here. And, yeah, we're going to get right to that. Let's see if we could find a cool one. Ooh, that was pretty cool. What do you guys think of this one? Let me know. Post that comment. Folks, meaning those on YouTube. Let me know what you think. This is Daydreamy. That was Viva Vignette. This one right here. We got Daydreamy. Quick, quiet, chic. It's pretty cool. That's my chromatic crush. Now you can see not every situation. Oh, there we go. Now you can see now. Thank you, Mikkel. I really appreciate it. I'm giving folks Instagram access as well, but the real juicy action Instagram folks is over at my YouTube. So click that link in my bio and press YouTube. Get with the program. Now, how about we do it with what did I like earlier? Let's try this. Let's try Viva Vignette. That's a cool preset. Matter of fact, the photo I posted, I think it was, yesterday, was edited with Viva Vignette. So if you want to see what Viva Vignette preset looks like, check out my post on Instagram that I did yesterday. Okay, so let's do a little editing with this one. Cool. See what let's bring down the highlights a little bit. Exposure down just a hair. And you can see it's very warm. Let's see if we can. There we go. I'm starting to like this better. Make it a little bit cooler. A little bit cooler. I like that. A little magenta. Come on, baby. There we go. So you could already see 1, 2. Big difference. Bigly, right? Bigly. Cool. I like that. Get a little bit tighter. Boom. This was shot with the 24 to 70 f2.8 DGDN art lens from Sigma. Yes, thank you. Please, I appreciate that, Mikhail. I really do. Yes, like and subscribe. Help me out. I should be, I really want to get to that 5,000, 10,000 mark, and with your help, I can make it, and thus giving me the ability to produce more videos for you more often. Because the more subscribers I have, the more people I need to make sure I take care of. And of course, as of right now, I'm here to take care of you. All right. So we're using Viva Vignette preset. It came out a little warm. I just cooled it down just a hair, added some magenta to balance it out. Let's look at it, the before and after side by side. Look at that. That's a huge difference. That's a huge difference. And honestly, I'm loving it. I'm loving it just the way it is. I'm going to keep it. How about that? I'm going to keep it. Done. Okay? Even with all my talking, I've gone through 3 photos already. So again, we have vintage. Let's make this a little, let's add this up a little. There we go. I like that. We have vintage. We have pop culture right here. And then now we have Viva Vignette. In fact, let's make this a smidget cooler. Smidget cooler. There we go. All right. Photo number 4. Look at this. I love this. This photo is great. A lot of backlight, though. But you know what? I'm a fan of just take the photo. Okay? Yes, I know you. I'm sorry you can't see what I'm working on Instagram. But if you click the link in my bio and press YouTube, okay? So, this photo is gorgeous. I love this photo. So as I was saying, if you're taking portraits, just take the photo. Worry about it later. You can't worry about it later if you don't take it, right? All right, let's see what we got here. Ooh, that's pretty dope. It's very dreamy. Got ruby red. Black punch. See that? Black punch is really a deep contrast. A lot of black added to the photo. So your blacks are going to be really black. A lot of contrast. And then, okay. Cool. And then, let's get back to it. Sorry about that, folks. People keep texting right in the middle of the show. It is absolutely killing me. Ooh, look at that. What do you think of that? Yeah, let's do it. Matte Renaissance, just one. Okay. Now, you're probably thinking, Robert, your background is so blown out. Yes, but I'm going to fix that. And as long as you just stay on this journey, I'm going to show you how I do it. Right now, we're just doing all the basic editing. That's my first step. Okay, it's my first step when it comes to editing photos. I'm going to go to the green, see if I can make that a little bit brighter. Okay, that only affects it a little bit. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like that. Now my matte Renaissance, I add a little bit of noise to it. Did I add some noise? Let's double check that. Okay, I don't have I have sharpening. Where is any effects? Okay, so I do have some vignette added to it. And I for sure messed with my tone curve because that's how I applied it. Okay. And of course, my basic edits are all through here as well. Yep, there it goes. I really love the tone. I really like this. But I am going to adjust one thing. I'm going to adjust yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit right there on the tone curve. Cool. I like that. Now, let's look at the side-by-side so far. Boom. Okay. I really like it. It gives me more of like, when I did Matte Renaissance, I was going for more of like a film look. And that's really what I wanted, was more of that nice filmy look. So that's kind of where matte Renaissance inspiration came from. Now, all right, here we go. Image number 5. Let's see. Ooh, I like that one. Oh, that's pretty dope too. Which one, folks? Quiet Chic or Chromatic Crush? Let me know down below, okay? Let me know, which one do you think? Chromatic Crush or Quiet Chic? Post a comment. Let me know. Which preset do you think I should apply to this photo? I'm kind of oh my goodness, I'm really digging this one. This one's pretty strong, but yet I'm digging this one too. Oh, such a hard decision. I think I'm going to go with Quiet Chic. Sorry, guys. Color it is. Let's see. That's nice. I like that. Expose just a little bit more. You always have to remember that when you're matter of fact, let me go back to this so you can see my ugly mug. Okay. Okay. When you're editing, realize, like, I'm using an iMac computer, right? And it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, the colors are great, and it's very accurate. But the you have to realize that you have to be mindful of the brightness of your screen, because your images are backlit, so it gives you a false pretense of how bright your images are or are not, right? So I always go to about right over I'm going to say that's about 60%, 55 to 60% of the full power. And I've noticed that the exposure tends to be exactly what I want. Once I export the photos, I always put it into my phone and then, airdrop them to my phone and look at it there and check for exposure before I ever post it to Instagram or give them to my clients. So I do a double test, if you will. I export it, check it out on desktop, and then airdrop it, check out the photo exposure on my phone, and then that's kind of like a two-way control test, if you will. And then I send it to the client. Because there have been times where I post a photo too quick and I realize, gosh, it's about a half stop under or maybe a full stop over, and I'm like, oh, it's because I brighten my screen so much. And then, so either way, that's just me. You may have some genius way that works for you. If you feel like it could help me out, feel free to, comment down below, let me know. Okay, anyway, let's get back to it. Computer. Boom. Okay, so again, we're editing this photo using Quiet Chic preset, part of my Lightroom preset. I do have the link down below in the description section on YouTube of for you to check out my presets. Okay. So anyway, so here we are editing, and Albert. Oh, hey, happy Friday. Appreciate you checking in. And if you're there still, click the link in my bio and hit that YouTube link, and then you can see which photos I'm editing with right now. Okay, so right off the top, I'm digging this a lot. Yeah, let's boost this up to 5 a little bit. And I really like it because you can see the warm tones off these pillars on both sides of her, and it frames her up pretty nicely. I really like it. So this is why. So let's look at the side by side. Big difference already right off the rip there. Right off top, you can see the big difference between using a preset and how fast I was able to nail this. Okay. Now, let's go to the last one. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if Chromatic Crush could work for this one. If it decides to work. There we go. Oh, of course. Of course, computer. Ah, there we go. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's use Chromatic Crush for this one. Now, Chromatic Crush, hey, thanks, Al. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Um, Chromatic Crush I like a lot because um, it reminds me of like that 1990s and 80s DKNY ads and Calvin Klein ads, the black and white on the streets. And that's what I was going for. I added noise. You can see the noise I added to it, or grain rather. Let's see. How much did I add? You can see I added negative 15 vignette. Um, Here we go. I added some radius, mess with the sharpening and the detail there. And then where is the, I know I added some, where the hell is the grain? There we go. 50. Added 50 grain to this thing. But I love it. I love what it's doing. It's giving her a very cool New York noir, what is it, noir vibe, and I'm digging it so much. And this is working pretty well. Now I'm picky when I use black and white presets or editing or whatever, because um it's got to be done right, quite honestly. And those who could do it right, man, black and white is amazing. It should be used sparingly, in my opinion, but definitely when you have right balance, contrasting balance between highlights and shadows, is a real good time to experiment. And you can see here how her face isn't nice and well lit, and then her hair kind of frames her. So I think this is a pretty cool choice to try it out. Let me see what it looked like if I got in a little, cropped in a little closer. What would this photo look like? Oh yeah, that I even like that better. I even like that better. Look at that. A little crop. Um yeah, I'm liking that. Let me know what you think. Do you like that? I'm definitely feeling it. So, yeah, that's a winner. That's a winner right there. Um do I need to do anything else to this? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I'm going to keep it as is. Let's go back. There we go. Sometimes you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Thank you, Kenny Rogers. All right. This is solid. I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with this. Hey, thanks, Al. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're liking the results. So that's Chromatic Crush right there. Here is Quiet Chic preset. And here is Matte Renaissance. Here is what the heck did we do with this one? Oh, Viva Vignette. See, every time I look at a photo, it tells me something else. There we go. I like that. Viva Vignette. Here we go with Pop Culture. This is the Pop Culture preset. Love it. Full of color, full of life, full of vibrance. And the first one is the Vintage preset, as you can see. Hey, Al. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the comment. Really, really do. Um, so now that I did all of my basic corrections, the next stage is to get in deep and edit the rest of the photo. But as you can see, even with all the talking I've been doing, I've been able to edit all these photos, all 6 of them, in under 30 minutes, and I'm already halfway done. So that is much faster than I usually take. Normally, I take a lot longer just because I want to be careful, but also, I normally haven't been using presets up until now. All right, so let's go ahead and edit this. Here we go. And you can see right there, I decreased the exposure a little bit and it brought back a little bit of detail. I like that. I like a little detail. Now, of course, whatever I do is not exactly what you need to do, but hopefully you pick something up in terms of tips and see what you like. Oh, look at these flyaways. I like to get away anything I can. Cool. Cool. And trust me, your model friends will appreciate you for your patience and attention to detail. And the better they feel, the better they look, the more confident they walk away from the experience of working with you, the more they're going to tell other people to work with you. It's just that simple. Your clients, whether it be models or not, are your best calling card. Guaranteed, bar none. Bar none. Okay? Even if it's a free shoot and you agree to do a free shoot, do it as if you got paid all the money you ever wished you ever got paid. Okay? All right. I don't need to smooth her skin because her skin is pretty goddamn perfect. Okay? Wait. Thought I saw something. Cool. Let me just see what that looks like. Cool. All right. I'm digging it. Looking for any other. You'd be surprised how little things are just like little eyesores. Cool. That one is pretty good. I'd be more than happy to post that photo right now on Instagram. But I won't. Not now. Yes, you're absolutely right, Al. Okay. Let's look at this. Damn. That's a little personal. Let's come out a little bit. Cool. Then say if you get to learn the shortcuts or to these tools up here, you'll move much faster through editing. So for blemish removal, it's Q, and I got one hand on my keyboard, one hand on the mouse, and I can just zip through this really quick because believe it or not, as you become more busy or at least more popular, whatever, projects start piling up real quick. And for the past week and a half, I literally tried to avoid booking shoots unless they were paid because my projects have just piled up between paid and personal projects. And I got overwhelmed, quite honestly. I was getting like panic mode. So for you, make sure that you do whatever it is you can to make your workflow that much easier. And that's why I designed these presets to help you with your editing process and so that you could get back to doing what you enjoy, which is shooting, right? I mean, I do enjoy editing, quite honestly. I mean, there are times where I'll take a photo and I already know, like, oh, I can't wait to get home to edit that photo. It's going to be dope. And I also watch others edit too, um, to help inspire me. Hey, thank you, Brim. I really appreciate that. Yes, I am still making videos. I'm actually going to be recording 2 new videos this coming week, so stay tuned for that. And then it's not about making videos, it's about having time to make videos. And God has been good, and I have clients, and I'm able to eat off my craft, off the craft that we all enjoy. But that also sometimes doesn't leave me a whole lot of time to do videos, especially since I'm such a picky person when it comes to the quality of videos that I want to bring to you all. If I had a team, I wouldn't be having that issue. It'd be much easier, obviously. All right, so you can see I just cleaned up her face. Look at that. Look at that. And all I'm doing is using blemish removal very tastefully. Okay? Very tastefully. And her face is already looking pretty darn clean. I am loving it. I can give this to her, and I already know she's going to love this. Okay? So this one was edited with pop culture. All right. So we're on to the next one. Viva Vignette. This is what the preset we're using. Okay? Now, let's punch in. There is a little too much yellow situation. That's because it was sunset, so that's just kind of the way it went there. Let's go to, hey everybody, thanks for tuning in on Instagram. all you got to do is click that link in my bio, hit that YouTube, and then you can see what I'm doing live right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the yellows, and there we go. Let's see if I can. Oh yeah, see that difference? You see that difference? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Cool. Yeah, that's better. Now, the skin tones are really right here in this yellow, orange, red, honestly. So if you need to adjust skin tones, right here, using selective coloring right here. Okay? So I'm going to go there. You see how I'm already, see what I'm doing to our skin tone by just adjusting that orange? So again, a dab will do. Okay, let's just go to -2. I think that's fine. That's fine. No more. Cool. Now, let me see what. Oh yeah, see, I want to get rid of this. Cool. Yeah, I like that. See what other. See like this. We're gonna get rid of this distraction right here. And I'm gonna mess with the feather. I think it's the feather that'll help me there. There we go. There we go. Yeah, see? These little things, to me, is annoying. And we're going to remove that. We're going to remove that. I want all the focus and attention to be on the subject. Okay? That is it. All these little things can be what takes away the viewer's attention. You're in command here. When it comes to editing, you are in command. You tell your hey, hey, everybody's saying hey, hey. Thanks Instagram folks, Instagram fam. But you're in control when it comes to your viewers' attention. Okay. So I'm gonna. There we go. There we go. A little bright there. Cool. Just bring back some detail. Just a little bit. Cool. So you can see already before, after. Before, after. Huge difference. Bigly. Huge. Yeah. Her face looks good. Everything looks good. I'm very happy with this. But you can see all these little distractions on the floor. Take it away. And now it's really all about, oh, see, I just found something right there. I just found something. Let's see what we could do about that. Oh, see, you got to be very careful. There we go. Cool. Nice. 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 I don't know what that is, but I'm just going to make that go away. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Awesome. There we go. Here. We'll just put it together. There we go. Before and after. Using the Viva Vignette preset. Very nice. I'm definitely digging that. There we go. So this is really good. I really, really like this. And you see how fast. Now I'm halfway done. I have 1, 2, 3 photos completely done, ready to post and share with the model. And these photos, by the way, that I'm doing are going to her agency, to her agent or her print agent. So I have to make sure that these are not only meet my standards, but meet the model standards, and most importantly, meet her agent's standards. So when I say these are good to go, trust me, these are good to go. I would be more than proud. And for me to go from 0 to 60 in about a half hour means I can get on over to my next project that I want to get to. All right, so here we are. And again, we used Matte Renaissance for this one. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this bad boy. Tilt it a little bit. This is the radial filter. Excuse me. I'm sitting here tripping over my words. Cool. And you see I inverted the mask so that whatever I apply to this mask does not hit her. I'm going to bring it out wider, right? See, it's not really hitting her, but I want it to affect the environment around here. And then I bring that down as hair. There we go. Now you can see, let's do that. There we go. Get back some detail in the background. I'm going to boost her up just a hair. There we go. Go back to the radial filter. There we go. Cool. Definitely digging that. Let's take a look real quick. So from beginning to end, few clicks, a preset with pressing one click for a preset, adjusting a little bit of the basic adjustments over here to fit the needs of this particular image. And then look at that. We're right in the pocket right now. This is beautiful. I'm definitely liking and feeling how this came out. Very nice. Let's just check for little situations going on around here, which I know is bugging me because this is a dirty window. Here we go. Now, granted, you can't get rid of everything. You can't like Windex this thing clean, but you can get away the parts of this mess on this window that's distracting. See, like this little piece is. Here we go. Again, anything you feel that's going to take away from your photo or distract in your photo from the subject, take it away. And you see, and again, I haven't had a need to go to Photoshop or export to Photoshop. I can if I want to, okay? But I really don't need to. Lightroom is getting much better. Don't believe the hype. There we go. Beautiful. Awesome. Cool. Boom. Very nice. Very nice. I love working with models whose skin naturally is pretty damn good. Besides me being envious, it just means I'm gonna save a lot of time in editing, and I just love it. Again, it allows me to just concentrate on the thing I enjoy doing, which is, capturing portraits. All right, so there we go. Let's look at the before or after. Boom, bada, bing, and there we go. Using the Matte Renaissance preset. So this is pretty fly. I'm definitely digging it. Okay. Now, let's move on over to the next photo. Okay. Now, this one, like I said, I ended up choosing Quiet Chic for this. So let's see what we can get out of this bad boy. First is, I want to get a little bit of, just a hair more shadow out of the clothes. Cool, cool. All right, cool. Just to give the jacket more dimension, like bring out the shadows a little bit more. That's why I went there. Quite honestly. All right, I'm looking for distractions now. Let's take a look. Well, this floor is clean, which is a shock for a floor to be clean in San Francisco. I do see something I want to try to get rid of. There we go. See, even this here, whatever this is, I'm sure it belongs to the building, but it doesn't belong in my photo. Let's take a look. Okay. Cool. Come on. Oh, this is like the bane of my existence when Apple does this shit. And I'm sitting there looking at it, figuring out what drink I should drink. Matter of fact, I did have a drink around here. Well, somewhere around here. But all right, while this thing is trying to figure out if it decides it wants to move or do anything. There we go. Okay, so while that is deciding whether it wants to work with me or not, I do want to share with you a few things. Like I said, I do use Photoshop, and I'm gonna do another. I'm gonna go live and edit using some new features that Photoshop now offers that I think is fantastic, and I'm gonna be doing a video on it too in general. So stay tuned for that. Make sure if you do get a chance, head on over to my other social media pages like Instagram, Facebook at Robert Silver Photography. Of course, you can on Instagram at Robert Silver Photography, Twitter, Snapchat, and yes, now I'm finally on TikTok. I know, I can't believe it. It is absolutely fucking nuts, okay? But I'm on it, all right? I'm doing my best here. I'm doing my best. So, anyway, let's go back and let's see if the computer decides to want to work with us. And, all right, there we go. All I want to do is delete it. Can you believe that? It took forever. Now, instead of forcing edits, I have no problem just trying to redo it. See, that came out a little better. There we go. That's better. There we go. Okay. Now let's look around her face. Zoom into 200. And this one is shot with the Sigma 24 to 70 f2.8 lens. For those who want to be nosy and want to know. And I'm glad to let you know. More than happy. Matter of fact, the next two lenses I'm going to be buying are Sigma lenses. It's going to be the 50 f1.4 and the 35 f1.4. So, of course, I'll be doing reviews on those using my Lumix camera. If anyone has any of those lenses, let me know what you think about it. Or do you shoot with primes or do you not? I'm getting into primes. I'm not lying. I'm really digging primes a lot. Cool. Let me see if I could do something about this right here. Why would it think the eye is what I want? There we go. Cool. Cool. There we go. Boom. Let's look at the before. After. Before. After. Cool. I already see something right there that's annoying me. There we go. Cool. Beautiful. Oh, you still get okay, Brian, you still getting used to the basics of your camera? You know, I totally understand, you know. Every time I buy a new camera, especially with all these new features they throw in, it takes me, I'm going to say, a good 3 months to really understand my cameras. Okay. I have the Lumix S1H, and let me tell you, I'm not even halfway understanding that beast of a camera. It's so good, but it's just chock full of features. I'm still trying to get to understand. So, best thing you can do, is just use it, right? Use it as much as you can. Figure it out. Make your mistakes, and you'll learn it soon enough. All right, here we go. Before and after. Look at that. Let's make this a little brighter. Here we go. Check this out. Boom. Look at that pop. You know, with the edit applied, this is with Quiet Chic. Right over here, my photography preset, Quiet Chic, and it just gives it life. And ironically, not ironically, but it gives it so much more depth. Even though it was shot at f2.8, as you can see up here, just the color and the pop of contrast, it gives it even more depth in the photo. Let's just make sure there's no blemish. Nope, she's looking pretty smooth. Oop, I do see something right there. Let's move that. And let's move this. Nice. Oh, I do see something. I do want that away. I do want that away. Cool. So there we go. That's Quiet Chic. And there we go. Cool. I'm definitely digging that. And you know what? Let me add a radial filter to this. Right here. This white is a bit freaking bright. Let me, there we go. Go a little bit more. Detail back a little bit. Cool. Thanks, Al. I really appreciate it. I hope she likes it too. I guess I'll find out soon enough. If I don't post any of these photos, then I guess she didn't like it. No. All right, here we go. I'm going to add a little radial filter on her face. So as you can see, let me put the mask overlay. There you go. Just on her face. And I'm just going to start with, there we go. See, just brighten it up. See, there we go. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. That's enough, I think. There we go. You know what? There we go. Is that better? Yeah. Cool. Look at that. Now, just as you can see, I just added 2/10 of a stop of exposure on her face. Knocked down the highlight a little bit, just so it keeps some detail in there. And then, yeah, I'm really feeling this photo right here. Looks great. Looks great. And as you can see, I'm not sure if you notice how I'm editing. I punch in at 1 or 200. Whoop. And then I immediately zoom out, because that's where you see how far your editing was, whether it was good, whether it was good enough or not enough. Don't edit your whole photo like this. Okay? Do this, apply and edit, and then zoom out. Okay? All right, now let's go to the last photo. Here we are. Chromatic Crush, baby. I'm really digging this. Okay? It's really, really, really nice. Hold on. Whoops. There we go. Okay, there we go. Looks nice and clean. Looks nice and clean. Look at that. See these? See, this is when you want grain. I think for me, this is where grain comes in. It's really nice. This is where it's suitable. Okay, so now let's just go to town. Pressing Q for blemish removal. If you know Q, it's actually in a really good spot on your keyboard, so you get to it pretty quick. Boom. Boom. Let's see, right here. There we go. See that little line? I think that's hair. That is hair. That is hair. And now it's gone. Why would you think I want? There we go. When I'm using blemish removal, the healing or clone right here, or spot removal, whatever they want to call it. It's called spot removal. I use heal a lot. Heal will add, look for the same similar texture, and then I put it over it. Spot is if you want exactly the same thing somewhere else, right? And sometimes the color tones, the highlights and shadows aren't exact, and I just noticed using heal, I find a winner most of the time. Not all the time. Now, if both of those don't work, then I just fix it in Photoshop. But that's not as common as you may think. Here we go. And I only got better and better because I got tired of it not coming out the way I wanted it. So I'd do research. I'd watch other people's videos, Flern or Pix Perfect, and guys like that are really phenomenal at this. And then I learned a technique that helps me out. I mean, that's how I learned how to do frequency separation. I watched Flern, the channel Flern, and then I was, oh, shoot. And then I added it to my repertoire, and I've been like using it all the time. But I don't use frequency separation for every portrait. I use it for my beauty stuff and magazine editorial stuff like that. Then I'll use frequency separation. Okay. But just because you know a tool or you know a skill doesn't mean you have to use it every time. That's why I don't have just one preset. There's numerous presets because you're going to use a different one depending on the situation in the photo. Otherwise, I'd just be offering one preset. All right, see this right here. What is that? What is that messing me up? There we go. Cool. Now, for once out of all these photos, I'm actually going to use some skin smoothing, just a slight smidge. Wait, maybe I will. Let's see. I do dig it, but I'm going to use it just a little bit. So, you see that they have two versions of softening skin. This one's pretty overboard. I always start with the lightening. Okay. Okay. So I apply where I want it first. Here, let me just show you with the mask overlay. Where I want it first. Especially on a sharpened or well-focused parts of her face, because you can see it starts to get soft here, and I tend to not like adding, obviously, smoothing on more out of focus or defocused areas of her face. And as you can see, I am trying to avoid her eyebrows. Don't want that. Don't want to apply the smoothing on that. Cool. All right. And for those who are, again, on Instagram, click the link in my bio and press that YouTube link, and you can see exactly the photos that I'm editing right now, and you can follow me. Okay? Cool. Now that we have the mask applied, we're going to go right here and see how it is. So this is immediately the basic preset to see how the mask is. I can see right there. There's here we go. Okay, let's go to 15. All right. Cool. And then, yeah. Let's do that. There we go. Give her back, because I didn't like how it's lower. You see, I didn't like her face started to look a little flat and less dimension. This gives her a little bit of life. She's brighter, and also a little bit more highlights helps to hide away blemishes and stuff like that, or imperfections, I'll say. Cool. Let's look at it as a whole. All right. There we go. Cool. Definitely digging it. Definitely digging it. Let me know what you think of this photo down below. Okay. Um, Post any comments, or if you have any questions, of course, I'm here to answer that. And I could already see I want to just give this a little bit more. There we go. That's dope. Okay, let's take a look. Boom. All right, so that's what I started with on the left. Obviously, it says before, and then here we are on the right. Thanks, Al. I appreciate that you like the contrast. That's what I like about this preset, Chromatic Crush. It's all about the contrast. And like I said earlier, this is not something you want to apply to every single photo. Just make it black and white. If your photo has a nice balance between highlights and shadows, and it's applied correctly, or at least in a nice way, you can really make it pop. And you can see here, shooting in RAW, I'm able to obviously check beforehand and shoot in black and white as I'm shooting her portraits, and then later on it's in color, and then decide to stick with the black and white as I'm processing it. But I'm definitely digging this black and white, so I'm gonna keep it right there. Okay, so now let's take a look at all of them. There we go. So you can see all the photos. There we go. Here we go. This is the vintage preset. That is the pop culture preset right here, and it's loading. There we go. Then we have your fashion vignette, or Viva Vignette, excuse me. That's a beautiful one. I really enjoy how this one came out a lot. Then we have Matte Renaissance. I tried to make that one sound very vintage and sexy with the Matte Renaissance. Ha ha ha. All right. Then we have Quiet Chic in this one. I really dig this. This is wow, I really like the way this one came out. And then Al, who loves this black and white photo, Chromatic Crush. That is that Chromatic Crush preset. So as I said earlier, let's go back here. I have oh geez, here we go again. In my fashion photography presets, I have 12 presets, as you can see. Let's go over to so like I said, all you got to do is go to my website right here at Robert Silver Photography, and then click store, and then it'll take you right to my store page, and for you to check out the presets for yourself or order them. Right now it's 25% off for a limited time, and they're normally $35, so full price. Okay. Again, I got some sliders, some befores and afters you could check out for yourself, right? And then here's Chromatic Crush. The before is not edited at all, and then boom, edited with Chromatic Crush. Okay, so you can see some samples and whatnot. Either way, here's if you want, you could go ahead and buy it for yourself, as you can see. So there you go. Right now it's $26.25. That's with the 25% off for all 12 Adobe Lightroom presets. Okay, so let's get back to my ugly mug over here. So I really appreciate you all hanging in there. Like I said earlier, if you have any questions on how I process my photos, hey, thanks for tuning in on Instagram, everybody. Really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, post them down below. I'm going to be going live more regularly. I promise, I swear. If you can let me know what kind of topics you want me to cover, let me know. I did get a new mic, so let me know about the sound quality. How is the sound quality on for you folks over in YouTube land. Okay. Of course, you can go ahead. Beep, 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 beep. Follow me. Yes, again, on Facebook at Robert Silver Photography, Instagram at Robert Silver Photography. You could on Twitter, Robert Silver Photog, and it's Robert Silver Photography on TikTok. Okay, so go ahead and follow me over there. All right. So, I want to see what you guys can do with the presets I have. I may be holding a contest in the near future with those who are editing and using the presets that I have available. I plan on doing 2 more collections, one for studio portraits and one lifestyle portraits. So I'm live. Give me 2 seconds. Hurry up. No, just go this way. Go this way. You're like on my TV. And with that said, so stay tuned for those 2. Let me know what you think about the pros and cons of these presets. Let me know if you even use presets. Okay, so back to here. Okay, if you like this video and you would like to see more, don't forget to press that like, share, and subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel, and most importantly, hit that bell icon for more upcoming videos, because then you'll get notified, just like I get notified from my favorite channels I like to follow. Okay, so until next time, I'm Robert Silver. Keep shooting and stay creative.